Benny is on the process of getting a DNA test because Big Joe cannot be my father. There is no connection. I need to look for who is my real father. When we thought that Big Joe was already getting sense, he did it again. Guys, welcome back to another episode. It is getting more hot and more interesting. Today's episode, a lot to talk about, a lot to reveal. You don't even want to skip or miss anything. And do not forget that the only thing you can do for us to keep bringing out more episodes is to like our video, subscribe to our channel, and drop a comment. If you are ready, let me take you through because, come on, what is this? I was like, as for Clara, Clara has decided to move on with her life while Big Joe drowned with Emeka. It is getting more interesting and more fire. So guys, guess what? Before I start telling you guys everything, let me sing one song for Big Joe. Big Joe, I've done it again in a bigger way. Big Joe, I've done it again in a bigger way. Please, if you have a song for Big Joe, leave it in the comment section. Guess what happened? Why did I sing this song? Big Joe that started work, only for Big Joe to come back from work crying, shouting, useless people, stupid people. And as he was yelling, going upstairs, the sister-in-law came out and was asking, Big Joe, what is it? What is it? And he said, what is it? Why are you disturbing me? The sister-in-law said, I heard your voice. That is why I'm asking. And by then, Benny was already out. Big Joe came down from the staircase and started talking. Is it not these useless people? Is it not the sister-in-law was like, who? He said, the company. I told you guys that I was resuming work today. They said yes. Only for me to get there, they changed my position from the manager they gave me to assistant CEO. And then what happened? The daughter asked. And Big Joe said, not just that they changed my position, they asked me, that short woman that I know will not be washing her panties very well, said to me that I will be carrying her bags, she will be sending me on errands if you see this woman. And the sister-in-law was like, okay, then what happened? And Big Joe said, I quit the job. And the daughter was like, God of mercy. How can you give me this man as a father? Who is Big Joe? Big Joe or Small Joe? And the daughter turned to the auntie and said, this is the man you said that my mother will come back and beg. Make it make sense. A man starts work. They change your position. You went there and quit your job. They did not change your salary. The 800,000 that was making you happy, they still left it. But because you cannot work under a woman, you decided to quit your job. Who quits the job on the first day? And Big Joe was, is it me that you are calling this man? And Benny said, yes. There is nothing good in you. There is nothing Big Joe about you. Hunger will finish you, Dad. How can a man be broke and proud at the same time? Like, there's no connection. You don't have anything and you are still proud. Instead of you paying attention and working, you were the one that was missing cement. That time you did not complain. Now you have a job because he's a woman. That is why you went and quit your job. I'm not even sure you are my father. And Big Joe was angry. This girl, I will deal with you, madam. Madam, don't talk to me. I'm not this. And the auntie started calming Benny down, telling Benny, please, it's okay, take it easy, it's too much. And Benny was like, God of mercy, how did I end up with a man like this? How? And Big Joe had the face to go upstairs. Like, I do not understand, guys. They changed your position, but they did not change your salary. And Big Joe, everybody knows Big Joe, that he will not last. Big Joe resigned from the job the first day. Somebody that has nothing. You didn't even remember how you have made mouth sharp. In fact, I'm tired of Big Joe. I'm tired of Small Joe. If you have a befitting name for Joe, leave it in the comment section. Later, Benny turned to the auntie and said, look at your brother-in-law. This is the person you are encouraging your sister to stay with. Look at. And she just left while the Auntie Teresa stand there doing what I don't know in that house. After that, Benny quickly went to her mom. They were coming down from the stairs and was telling the mom that your husband have resigned from this job. He lost his job. And at the first, Clara was not getting it because Clara was like, which job? And Benny said, the job that he started today, And Clara was, what happened? Benny now told the mother that my father went there and find out that they changed his position, and his position is now he'll be working under a woman, and the woman, he will be, carrying the woman back. That is the only reason why my father changed the job or quit the job. They did not change my father's salary. And Clara was like, this is spiritual. We need to look for somebody that did this to Jonathan because this is getting out of hand. And Benny was like, at this point, Mom, I think that we need to look for, because something is actually wrong. In fact, I feel like flogging my father. I feel like beating him. Who does that? Broke and proud? And Benny was getting so worked up, and the mother said, my darling, don't stress yourself. Do not allow it to weigh you down too much. Forget about your father. Let him continue doing what he's doing. Guys, after that, Big Joe went to meet up with his friends that he took out to buy chicken, turkey, and was telling them to drink, that Big Joe was back. And Kennedy was asking him, what is this thing that I'm hearing? What is this thing? And Big Joe said, I quit my job. And Kennedy was like, why? Big Joe started explaining, me, Big Joe. I got there, they changed my position, and I'm now the assistant to CEO, and the CEO is a woman. And the woman now even told me that I'll be carrying her bag. Me, Big Joe. How is it even possible? And Kennedy was like, is everything okay with you, Big Joe? Are you cursed? A job that you got with a whopping salary of 800,000 naira, because we are going to be working with a woman, you changed that job. And Emeka was like, Kennedy, hold it there. You are not a good person. How can you look at Big Joe? A whole Big Joe, in his heart, he's happy because that job was giving him hellfire in his bum. He wanted him to lose that job. So he's so happy. And he was attacking Emeka. How can you tell your fellow man to be serving a woman? How can you? And Kennedy was like, are you not the person that was missing cement and concrete? Carrying a bucket on your head, even wheelbarrow. Now you got a job. A good job. Let me tell you that some managers don't even earn as much as 800,000 naira. And you got this job, you went there and messed it up. Jonathan, what is wrong with you? And Jonathan got angry at Kennedy, telling Kennedy that, in fact, I'm tired of your friendship. I'm like, you are tired of Kennedy's friendship. Who is benefiting from who? I don't want you again. And Emeka opened his mouth and said that Kennedy is a setback. I'm like, look at these two people that is dragging Kennedy back. By now, Kennedy should not be seen with you. It's just that he has this good heart towards Jonathan. After he has left, he will still come back to help. And Kennedy said something to Jonathan, continue allowing this fool of a man, Emeka, this working corpse, to be dragging you and destroying you. Very soon, both of you will sing together and he will be the one to bury you. And he actually told Jonathan a bitter truth, because this is exactly what Emeka will do. Emeka is waiting for your last day on earth. He will celebrate and bury you. And my guys, at this point, Jonathan should not be seen with any woman. And Kennedy even said something to him. So if a woman happens to become the president of Nigeria, you will run out because you cannot take it, a woman. That is the problem Jonathan has. And that is the problem he has with his wife. He wants a woman that will be a nanny, a woman that will be useless, that will not be anything. And he will be very, very okay. Fam, after those arguments and everything, I've given up on Jonathan. I've given up. I'm just waiting for how Jonathan will just end. How my beautiful Clara and Benny will move on with their life. As for Jonathan, there is no more hope. If you still have hope for Jonathan, please leave it in the comment section. For me, I've given up, because what kind of thing is this? After that, Benny couldn't take it. The young girl is tired. She was standing in the door when the father was coming in the evening, and she was just giving the father bombastic side eye. Somebody say bombastic side eye in the comment section. And when the father came in, the father was like, Benny, what kind of eyes is this? What is wrong with you? She didn't even talk to Big Joe. She was just looking, using bombastic side eye to finish Jonathan. And Jonathan was just walking like a toddler, going upstairs. I'm like, look at somebody's father. This one is a father. When he went upstairs, Benny was like, God, when you were sharing, Father, How did you give me this man and say, Father? I know in Benny's heart, she will be like, if I have choice, I will unfather Jonathan. If anything, if there is any word like unfather, Jonathan needs to be unfathered. Just like the wife husband her, husband him. Jonathan needs to be unfathered. I know in this girl's heart, she will be thinking of going for DNA. Please, if you people think, because I don't think that Jonathan is Benny's real father. I just think that Jonathan brought that girl to use that girl to hold Clara. Because maybe he has fabricated lies that Clara will not be able to have a child. If you think that Benny needs to take up a DNA to find out if Jonathan is really the father, please leave it in the comment section, because at this point, the young girl is tired of Jonathan. Who wouldn't be? After that, Emeka ran to meet with the witch of a friend. And when they got to the meeting point, Emeka was telling Debbie that indeed you are a witch. And Debbie was like, calling me a witch is disrespecting me. You should, if you want to give me a befitting name, you should call me name like Queen Mother of all the witches. And that is the name she deserves, because she's evil personified. And Emeka said, just exactly as you said it happened. And Debbie was like, what happened? Emeka now said, Jonathan quit his job, and Benny shouted Jesus. Emeka now told her, please don't shout that Jesus, because he's not sweet in your name. Your evil is both of you people. And guys, they were so happy celebrating. And Debbie reminded Emeka that I told you, Jonathan is a fool and doesn't have sense. You are broke. And I know out of his pride, he's not going to put himself together and work. In fact, they were so happy. And now, Debbie now told Emeka that this is the right time. Now they have gotten Jonathan in the perfect place they want him to be. This is the right time to use him to achieve sabotaging Clara's business. This is the perfect time. You guys know that work wanted to distract everything they had. But we and I know that it's not going to succeed. And Emeka said something. There is something urgent that we need to do before that one. And guys, guess what? Be careful who you call your friends, because they will look for everything that gives you joy to use and destroy you. As for Jonathan, I'm not pitying him, because everything he's going through, he brought it upon himself. Guess what they said? Emeka now said that he feels that what is still making Big Joe puff off, answering Big Joe, is that his big car. You know that Big Joe has a big car that he had when he was, rich. That he wants to see Big Joe trekking, hopping from box to taxi, trekking from one place. In fact, he wants to see Big Joe in pain walking on the streets. That he wants them to do something that will make him lose that car. And Debbie, of course, bought the idea and said, exactly, that car is making him to, raise his shoulder. We need to do everything to make sure he loses that car. Guys, this is to tell you the level at which human being can go to destroy a fellow human being. I do not understand what people gain in doing evil. Please, if you know, leave it in the comment section. I don't understand. And I'm not feeling for Jonathan, or the people I'm feeling for is Clara, and because Jonathan is also evil. Jonathan that are vowed to destroy. But this is a lesson to us that are watching this series. Be careful who you call your friends. It might even be those people that you are laughing with. Maybe they are the people that are behind that pain you have been going through. After their evil discussion and plot, Emeka went ahead to do his evil bidding. And guess what, guys? Emeka now went to Jonathan's house notified. He didn't even tell Jonathan. And when Jonathan opened the door, Jonathan was like, guy, I hope everything is fine. This one, you just came to my house without telling me. And Emeka said, yes. There is one of my guy. And that was where this episode ended. I know the reason why he went there. Maybe he wants to suggest how that car Jonathan will sell that car, because he knows that once Jonathan sells that car, Jonathan is not going to use that money to do what? Kennedy advised him he's going to use it and eat. You know that Jonathan likes chicken and meat and drink. He's going to use it and flex, and that money will, vanish, and he will not even have anything to run back to. Guys, I don't even know what to say to Jonathan, but I'm happy for my dear Clara. Imagine if Clara took Jonathan's advice and wanted to be a virtuous wife. If that is what virtuous wife means, it is not virtuous wife. Uselessing yourself and saying you are a virtuous wife. Imagine if Clara took that advice to give up her restaurant, stay at home and be nothing. Imagine the situation all of them will be. Benny will not even have anybody to pay her school fees. In all you do in this life, use your sense, use your brain, and let God guide you. Because when God guides you, you'll be able to see through your evil friends. Please share your thoughts in the comment section. I would like to read your comments and also learn from you as you are learning from me. Like, subscribe, and let's wait for how Jonathan will finish and destroy himself in the next episode. For now, bye. Thank you to all the people that always leave beautiful comments. I love how you analyze. Thank you for all your beautiful words of encouragement. Kiss, kiss, hug, hug. I love you all. Bye.